Now let us study the seventh topic of this chapter, that is Dalton's atomic theory. This theory was first proposed by English school teacher John Dalton in 1808, and he proposed some ideas, what you call them as postulates. These postulates, let us study one by one. This is most important for 2 marks. First postulate is matter consists of smallest indivisible particles, not individual particles, indivisible particles called atoms. Actually, the atom word derived from atomio. A means not, tomio means divisible. That is, the particle is not at all divisible. Hence, the first postulate is matter consists of, any matter you take, matter consists of smallest indivisible particles called atoms. Second postulate is atoms of different elements have different physical and chemical properties. All the atoms, they have their own properties. They have their own physical property as well as chemical property. Carbon dioxide is different from oxygen. Similarly, carbon is different from nitrogen, nitrogen is different from sulfur, like this. Then next, atoms of different elements combines together to form compounds. For example, water. Water is a compound which is a combination of hydrogen and oxygen. It means different atoms combines in different ratio to give different compounds. That is the third postulate. Fourth postulate is atoms can neither be created nor be destroyed. Just like matter can neither be created nor be destroyed, even atoms also cannot be created, cannot be destroyed. Different atoms unite together to form different compound. The compound may decompose to give back its elements or atoms later on. Then, after this postulate, so many scientists argued with Dalton that some of the points, but those points could not be explained by John Dalton. Hence, they are called as demerits, or you say limitations. Let us study one by one limitation. The first limitation is how atoms of different elements can differ one another. Dalton could not explain. Different atoms of elements have different properties according to Dalton, but he could not explain how they differ from one another. First failure. The second failure is what type of bonds which holds the atoms together in a compound. He could not explain. For example, calcium carbonate. In that calcium carbonate, 1 calcium, 1 carbon, 3 oxygen atoms are there, totally 5. What type of force, what type of bonds which holds the constituent particles together could not be explained by John Dalton. That is the second failure. Third failure is he could not differentiate between atoms and molecules. For example, sulfur is an atom, sulfur dioxide is a molecule. What is the difference between atom and molecule was not at all explained by John Dalton. That is third failure. The lastly, he could not explain Gay-Lussac's law. Gay-Lussac's law says whenever the gases combines together to give a compound, they do so in their volume that they are always combining a whole number ratio. This law was not at all related to Dalton's atomic theory. Hence, Dalton's atomic theory could not explain Gay-Lussac's law. These are the 4 postulates, and equal number of failures are also there.